locking in the wrong. You start extending.
Okay.
And then you switch hips and it gets them off balance. That's good. So when you can do the hip switch, then he's not connecting to the ground anymore. So it's just a switch.
Right.
So there. Right here, too.
With the finger?
Yeah.
That's thumb.
So here, there, see? You don't want to lose connection to the ground in order to do the striking, so you don't want the hands to be out there just playing tag.
Right.
You want them connected.
Yeah.
You also want control so you don't break your training partner.
Right.
So from here, I go there, you find the strikes. I also found a joint lock. You strike, and it's all connected to the feet still. So here, still connected to the feet. And the nice thing about the way we're practicing is that you can get the balance without having to finish the technique. So you throw the person, sometimes the technique happens even though you're not trying to make it. So you're not trying to finish the person off.
Right.
So you get to here, you go, okay, I got him.
Yeah.
And then you go on to the next one. Saves time. Like in judo when they do randori, they don't actually finish the throw.
Yeah.
You get to a certain point and you go, okay, well, we're not going to tire the person out by throwing them a lot.
Yeah.
Remember the fulcrum, don't get stuck in the middle. So remember to switch from one hip to the other. Remember that scene from The Seven Samurai? Too bad it was a tie. Sure it was. The only time you have a tie is when nobody's doing anything anymore. I saw that. Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay. Tailbone open, open the Ming Men.
Feel the feet. Remember, it's your feet and their feet. Everything else is just a way of communicating between the feet. Make sure the hips are part of the conversation. One hip or the other. If you don't switch the fulcrum from one hip to the other, it's like only seeing one side of the story. Right? You won't have much of a discussion. That's it. One hip, then the other. One hip, then the other. One hip, then the other. That's it. One hip, then the other. You don't even have to shift. Just think of one hip and then think of the other. That's it.
Nice. Got me right off. Really nice.
Nice and loose. Yeah. Good. Now start from striking range and engage together. So both attacking, defending simultaneously. And then push. So you just get in and close the range. That's it.
But if you go for the technique, but you lose the feet, like that. So having the feet is more important than finishing the technique. And it's more important for me to control the board. You know, it's like playing chess. Right? You want to control the board, okay? And you want to control the board. You don't want to try to focus too much on taking the other guy's king, the queen. You want to be relaxed and own the space. You don't want to say, okay, technique, because then that happens. And as soon as you go for a part, you lose the whole. And if he's connected, he's got the whole, then I have nothing. So from here, it's there. It all has to be, again, connected to the hips and roll them. Right? So, sure, if I finish the technique, that's it. That's the end of the fight. Okay? So, but we don't do that. We're friendly here. So I go here, I'm controlling the board, controlling the board. You okay? Is that play? You okay? Okay. So, you want to control the board. Imagine playing a game of chess where you don't actually take anything but the other person's pawns. Yeah. You don't really cause any serious damage. You just want to control the board, control the center, and then you'll see a technique happen and get totally fixated on it. So you get fixated on that. See, there's the chin now, okay? But I've got my feet still. So you've got the fingers, you crank them all you want, but you're not going to get them. Right? So from here, the technique has to flow out of the method, okay? Not the other way around. Okay. So you don't, as soon as you start thinking, technique, you're toast. Right? The method goes first. Method is based on quality. So you have proven that if you have root, then you don't need technique. Because you've been doing times wrong, you've got the stance there, it's fine, you don't need technique. It doesn't. So all you need is a focal point. So I'm connecting to the feet. I'm not doing a technique. you're doing technique. So I just let you go and do the technique in a way that doesn't influence the structure. Okay. Keep your eyes open. See, you have a hard time sometimes switching hips.
Right.
He has a hard time turning his head.
Oh, okay.
So that's it. Hey, now the hips gone, the hips gone, and the hips gone. Well, you're. Eh? What's that? Oh, look. You have no trouble with your head.
It's switching hips.
Yeah. See, I'm just staying on the same hip.
If I switch hips,
Yeah. And I'm just keeping the door closed. I'm not even opening it. Right? So I'm just holding that, and you're fighting against a closed door. This is like the guy where they're holding on to the cartoon character. He's holding on to the doorknob, but he's got both feet on the door, and he's pulling with his hands and pushing with his feet.
Yeah.
Right, so that's that. And if I relax, somebody just opened the door, someone opens the other way, slam into the wall. Yeah? So from here, I want to be able to just slow, naturally. Try. There you go. I didn't even have your hand. I wasn't even holding on to it.
Yeah.
Right? It was immobilized because you thought I had it. So you weren't fighting against it. Well, I don't want to fight against it. I'll just get myself into more trouble. But you could have just taken your hand away. Which is a dirty trick, really, on my part.
No.
Stupid master tricks.
It's not a master trick. You want to learn to defense from it.
Whoa! So that's where you're fighting against that closed door again. The door's closed, the door's closed. Oh, he opened it, no fair! So. Now you can't just think about punching, you have to feel that engagement. That punch, the strike has to evolve from the method, from the connection to the feet. If you try to make a punch happen without having it come from somewhere, then you're just giving the other person a fist that they can use against you. So this is not me pulling your neck. It's not me pushing your chin. It's me feeling the feet and your feet through the ground. If I go here and I try to pull your head up and you just fight me. That's what happens because you have superior connection and alignment of your feet. And this is me using force. This is me using my feet. So it's that connection, it's that flow. We are, my body is an ecosystem. And all of the cells communicate with each other the same way the trees on one side of the forest communicate with the trees on the other side of the forest. The way that the shrubs are connected to the mammals. That everything is integrated and they all know each other. And when you, like we were saying earlier, you create a monoculture, the forest loses all of that. So when you have that connection and you understand the way each part moves a little bit, nothing moves too much, that connection becomes your priority. Everything else is secondary. So when you grab my arm from here, like this, if I try to move that separately from everything else, it doesn't work. It has to move as an ecosystem. So then the hips have to respect the knees respect the hips respect the back. And it's all mutual respect. So if I'm here, you grab, and I go like this, there's no advantage to me. But if you grab, and my feet, and the whole body does that, then I've got you off balance, and you can feel that difference. As soon as I think, oh, there's a technique, and I start pushing, I lose that. All you have to do is relax now, and you knock me off balance, and you just close that door. But if I stay relaxed, it just happens. And this is connected to the ground, right? This is no simple, wow, this is boom. Right? This movement, yeah, so this is, I'm not punching you with a hand, I'm punching you with that ecosystem. It wasn't that, right? It was that. And that was a punch. Yeah. Boom. I'm not moving much, it just happens to be connected. And that's the fun part. The unfun part is that sometimes you do something that's very effective and you really don't think you did anything. And so the tricky part now is, because I'm so connected and it's so effortless, and you hit somebody and they go flying across the room, what are you doing that for? Why are you flying across the room? You threw me! I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. When you get the leverage right, it's this incidental kind of, hey, oh, why are you falling down? I'm just, yeah. Am I using my cheat? Am I cheating? So there's a trap. I got control of his arm. No, I don't. So from here, you move there. Now I have to change. Now I'm on the other hip already. And now I try to do a technique. It's not going to work, so I relax my hips. No, away. So this happens on a microscopic level, in nanometers. So this only works if it's connected. Right? A lot of people train this with a hand and go whack, but it's not a strike. Right here, this is the hip. And this is like part of the horse's mane, diagonal flying, cast fist. This is connected to here. So this is why we do the form. That's why we do John form. You should go downstairs and check out the fluorescent light bulbs. Make sure that we haven't knocked any bulbs out of their ceiling again. We need to get a sprung floor. Anybody? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome.
Very nice.
It's coming along in